The lives of 22-year-old Juan Guerrero and his boyfriend, Christopher Linenin, also taken in the massacre. Linenin's mother with an emotional plea Sunday before finding out her son had died.
Called him last night at 6 o'clock. He was at SeaWorld. And I was just giving him some information that he was going to need to know for my upcoming surgery.
Last conversation we had, he said, you know, something we never do enough is tell each other that we love each other. So I just want to tell you that I love you so much. It was almost like he knew what was going to happen, you know, but he didn't. And I said, oh, you're being cheesy. And he said, no, but I really love you. And we just hugged for a minute, and I said, well, I love you too. And then we went inside to dance.
Well, Christine.
His friend Brandon was in the club at the time of the shooting.
Christine, we are praying with you.
He told me that.
Go ahead.
He told me that he had just happened to be in the bathroom and he heard multiple gunshots, and he was able to run out the front door.
We went to the bathroom, and that's when we heard the first shots fired. And at first we didn't know what was happening, and we kind of looked at each other, and he said, what is that? And I was like, I'm not sure. It sounds like the music is broken or something. And then people started piling in the bathroom, and you could smell this scent of blood and smoke, and then my eyes got really big, and I looked at him and I said, we have to leave, we have to get out of here.
We run into the bathroom, and I was like, I can't be in this bathroom. I said, it just seems like death, because they closed the door, but we could still hear the gun. And people were yelling, let me in, please. And I was like, let me out.
I'm thinking it's the shooter, and you just hear the door get slammed on, and then someone drops to the floor. And it was another patron of Pulse, and he was bleeding. The floor started bleeding. Like, it was just all over. And
he was shot right then and there?
I figured that he was running away from him to go hide in one of the stalls. And as he was running, I guess he shot him from a distance.
And then I just happened to wake up at 3 o'clock. And I was checking my Facebook and called him and came right here to the hospital. And we've been waiting since 4 this morning.
Passing water around because there was one guy, Chris, he was choking on his own blood. So we were trying to, like, you know, make him swallow and make sure he was okay.
Chris, oh my gosh, Chris.
Okay. He kept asking for water, and there was other people that were shot that was just, they needed water, and they wanted water, and it was the only thing we could think of to calm them down at that moment.
I've called him, and he's not answering the phone. My son was in there with his boyfriend and 2 other guys. They heard about 20 shots. I don't know if he was left in the club, if he got shot, or if he's being worked on here. I don't know.
I just remember, like, you can smell, like, the blood. There was so much blood. It was like you could just smell it, and it's like everywhere you leaned, like all my clothes was full of blood. We were sitting down, and it was just like a huge puddle of blood. And then after a while, when it started drying up, it just started like to smell really bad.
But I don't know where my son is. No one can tell me where my son is. If he's been shot, if he's dead, no one knows. But they told me there are fatalities.
And you haven't heard from him? You haven't gotten
We texted him, called him, and he's not answering the phone. But he was sitting right next to his boyfriend, and his boyfriend definitely was shot with multiple gunshots and taken in the ambulance.
I think I saw Juan. And I said, is he okay? And he said, I don't know, he's on a stretcher. I know he's been shot. And then I said, please tell me you've seen Drew. And he said, I haven't seen Drew. And we just waited all night, and he didn't see anything.
I haven't heard anything. I've been here since 4 o'clock in the morning. I've been waiting. Waiting by the emergency room. The hospital said that There are some bodies at the hospital that came in and they died. And they're not identifiable yet either.
It's like the boogeyman. Is he in the closet? Is he underneath the bed? When will somebody turn on lights so it can say we're okay and you're just dreaming?
That was certainly the case for Juan Ramon Guerrera and his boyfriend Christopher Andrew Leinenen, who was known as Drew. Juan was 22, just days short of celebrating his 23rd birthday. Drew was 32. They were deeply in love. They hoped to get married.
I think that's the comforting thing, is knowing that not one of them has to live without the other one.
Please, let's all just get along. We're on this earth for such a short time. Let's try to get rid of the hatred and the violence. Please.
Drew's mom, Christine, joins me now. Thank you so much for being here. What do you want people to know about your son?
I want people to know that he was a genuinely great person. He was fun, he was happy, he was Orlando's child. My luck started when I gave birth to my son.
It's terrible. He's my only child.
He was Orlando's child.
This is a club that nobody wants to be in. And please, could we do something with the assault weapons so that we could stop this club from ever getting any new members? I beg all of you, please.
But when you want to know about the love, and the love is going to usurp the hate, that's a given.
You feel that love?
Oh, I feel that love with Christopher, with his friends, with you, with the Orlando community. Christopher was Orlando's child. Even though I gave birth to him, Orlando is now the adoptive mother.